Amy Barrett. I am co-chair of Learning Disability Wales, and recently I've become Rover reporter, and I am here today to interview Mr. Simon Richards. Hi. Hello. Simon.
Hi Amy.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cardiff. Originally from Roving, but now I live in Roving.
Can you tell me about you and your family?
Yeah, I've got a sister, a brother, mum, dad, and 2 dogs.
And you've also got a nephew, haven't you?
Yeah, a nephew, my sister's boy called Dylan. He's 7.
Have you been affected by any benefit changes or cuts in services?
Yes, the bedroom taxes really hit my parents quite hard. My mum has had to pay an extra £31 a week because me and my sister have since moved out, and that means there's 2 spare rooms in the house now because it's a 4-bedroom house. They don't want to move because mum and dad there's still my brother who's severely autistic, lives there, he's 26. And moving would be really difficult for him because, the family home is already adapted and it's got a walk-in shower. But any new place would have to have those same adaptations so that we could live there in comfort. It makes no sense. And it's really unfair for my family. My mum especially feels like she's being punished.
What are your hobbies and interests?
Oh, hobbies. Oh, I love going out and about. I like going for walks. And I enjoy going out to open mic nights and karaoke's. I love singing. and I like meeting people, going out places and just enjoying life.
And you're also very keen on social network, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, I'm a Facebook addict. I'm on there and Instagram. I'm very busy.
And some good news now, you are in your own house, aren't you?
Yes, yes, I now live in a supported flat in the Roving area of Cardiff. I've been here 4 months now, and I live in a flat where originally I was sharing it with one other guy, but he's since gone back to his mum because it wasn't for him, he said. So now I'm living in the flat on my own at the moment until they can find someone else to come in. But in the house there are 3 other guys who live here. Each of them have their own flat, and there's always staff on hand to help us out with things like cooking, cleaning and going out if we need help going out to places.
Why did you decide to move?
Why did I just well, for a while now both me and my mum and dad have thought the time was right to try and take the next step towards independence, because over the past few years I've learned to travel independently. I catch the bus to most places now by myself. When I go out most of the time, it's usually I'm usually able to travel to most local places by myself. So the next step was to in gaining more independence was to try and tackle living independently.
Did you have a choice of who to live with and where to live?
The choices were really limited because there were so few places available. We first thought about it about 2 to 3 years ago, but I went through several changes in social workers, and then it took a while for them to find a place suitable, because I gave them a list of places where I'd like to move, possible places in Cardiff where I'd like to live, and then they took it away and basically just put me on it. They managed to put me on a list of people who urgently needed to find somewhere new to live, and
Did you have to put in bids for the place you really wanted, or?
Well, before here there was only one other opportunity I had, and that one wasn't really suited to me because it was living with people who were sharing with people quite a bit older than me, so it was agreed by both me and the social worker that it was probably best to try and find a match with people more my own age.
I know you are very independent and you go out travelling and all on your own, but while living in your new home, what support do you have at home?
Well, like I say, there's always staff here. What I do, if I need help with cooking and cleaning and things like that, all I have to do is ask them, and they'll come and help me.
Do you have set hours a week with each member of staff to actually sit down and say, tonight now I want to cook, and what do I want to cook? What I do is just give them let them know. Just go downstairs, let them know, whoever's there. Just ask, I'd like some help making some food, and then just go up there and help. And then we have monthly meetings where I just look at what's happening, goals and things that we're trying to aim towards, and just take it from there, really, how we're moving on. Have you completed any goals since you've moved in?
Yes, I've managed to. I've been able to learn how to use the washing machine and tumble dryer.
Well, that's a good one.
I'm also trying to gain some skills in cooking. It's taken a while because we've had to get a few things to make cooking safe, like oven gloves and things like that. But I've got some cooking books there. Finding the time is a bit difficult, but I am helping wherever I can in help making food, so I can use the microwave, so that helps as well.
How have you settled in?
I've settled in quite well. It always takes a while when you move, because when you've been used to living with your mum and dad for so long, suddenly have to do the things you took for granted yourself, it gets a bit difficult, but the staff have been very helpful, and they're on hand to help me out, and we do a weekly shop each week, and I get to pick the sort of stuff I like to eat and drink, and just doing quite well.
Lots of people like yourself with a disability, a lot of people would like to move out. Are you able to give them any good points and any bad points?
I think the best thing to do, just have a chat with your parents and social worker. Some people don't have social workers, but they really, I think everyone should be entitled to have a social worker, because they're supposed to be there to help you. So it's very important that people have a social worker, someone who can help them out with these things, because no one should have to make important decisions like this on their own. It's a big step, and it needs someone's support.
When living at home with your family, before moving, did you have to buy much for this new house?
Luckily, we didn't have to buy too much, because there was already quite a few things here. There already, like the settees here, the table. There was plates and cups and saucers already here. So all we needed really was just some like extras and things. Just some little extra just to keep us going. Yeah, we did quite a big food shop just before we moved in as well, just to get me started. But it was almost, it was pretty much already, it was almost ready to move in straight away.
That's good to know. I heard you are chair of Cardiff People First. That is fantastic news. Can you give us some information about your role and what you do at Cardiff People First, and why you joined Cardiff People First?
Well, I joined Cardiff People First 10 years ago. It was about the time I was finishing a university course, and I was getting to that time when you think about what you do next. And I was, as well as doing the university course, I was doing a course of Vision 21, training and mentoring, and it was through them that they were asking me about things I like to do, like work and things like that. And then someone mentioned Cardiff People First, and a member of staff came along, told me what it was all about, and I said, sign me up straight away. And 10 years later, I'm still there. Cardiff People First is a self-advocacy charity for people with learning disabilities, one of many People First groups across Wales, the UK and worldwide. What we do is we help people with learning disabilities to stand up and speak out for themselves. And that's what they've done for me. And since I've been there, I've felt so much more confident and been able to speak at my own mind and have my own say in things. And as chairperson, well, really, I'm just desperate to get Cardiff People First heard on a larger scale, so more people are aware of it, more people who could be helped by us will know about us, and then can hopefully join and have their lives changed for the better, just like mine has been.
How do you go out to get new people? Do you advertise, or?
We have these cards here. We've got these nice fancy cards here, which we just hand out wherever we can. They've got all our contact details, like our address, our phone number, our website, Facebook link, Twitter, YouTube, you name it.
What are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future, well, to learn more skills in independent living, to get out and about more. Hopefully as well, I'm trying desperately to lose some weight as well. I've been living a lot more healthily these past few weeks. Been going out for walks much more often and making the most of the sunshine. Hopefully as well. I'm hoping that one of my two dogs can move in with me at some point. We're in talks with the people who own the house, the CCHA, the Cardiff Council or Community Housing Association, and the Living Trust to see if it's possible. What we said at the moment is that both can visit as often as I like them to, but hopefully find out which one of them gets settled the best, and then hopefully we can work towards that dog moving in. And that's the Cardiff People First, just to help it grow and get more people, get more members, and hopefully learn more about the skills a chairperson should have, and hopefully learn more skills so I can do my job as chair even better than it's going at the moment.
Simon, I would like to say thank you for giving us that opportunity for us to interview you. All you've said is really good, and we would like other people to be able to live more independently like you are, and being able to go out and do things like you do. So thank you for giving your time to be interviewed.
No problem.
And,
Thank you.
And Amy Barrett signing off for Roving Reporter.